timer flash 7 times. BTU system. You ain't testing, you're guessing. Godzilla, Mikey Pipes. You love Godzilla, Godzilla loves you. You love Mikey Pipes, Mikey Pipes loves you. That's elementary. 101, love 101. Support your YouTube. Support your YouTube creator by hitting that subscribe button. Let's take a look at what we're working on. Relax. It's a ream. Relax. It's a ream. 4-ton. And last year, we were contracted to try to find the mysterious refrigerant leak in the system. Last year. And I don't recall exactly what we did, but I think we did a pressure test. Then we decided to do ultraviolet dye with the Easy Seal. And let's take a look at what we see here. It's kind of hard to see in the light. No, I don't want the light. Let's take a look. If you could see, I got spray of ultraviolet dye there. There it is. So we've identified the leak, and it's going to be on this evaporator coil. See that? Relax. It's a ream. So we need a new evaporator coil. Oh, look at Godzilla making the grand entrance.
Welcome to my MTV crib, guys.
Welcome to MTV Cribs, where we have a sea of condensers. Look at the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. We're here for this apartment, 806. 806. This is the one that isn't cooling, and it's leaking. It's leaking gas. Well, not really. It's leaking refrigerant. Let's take a look at this. This beautiful view. Beautiful. So nice. You could see freight carriers all the way in the horizon. Oh. And as you can tell, we've been here before. There's me. There's me. I did not do these, but we're gonna figure out what's going on with this one. Coleman. Stick to camping equipment, Coleman. All right, let's put Godzilla under pressure. Hard to put a Zilla under pressure, but let's see. He's gonna hook up the Testo 557 digital manifold to this Coleman 4-ton R410A condenser. Those are our surface ports. Make sure the valves are closed, which they are.
You know, this was our first service call, my first day.
It was?
Yeah. But not here. It was in
another apartment?
Yeah, another apartment.
Nice. So, Zilla is wearing gloves.
Yeah, I don't like frostbite.
Yep, for his protection. And as you can see, we are undercharged. Even though it's 65 degrees out today and it's 73 inside the house, we are undercharged. Let's take off this access cover. You're gonna need a 5/16. Let's see if they have a charging chart in there. Okay. And we do not have a charging chart. We have one right there. Look at that. So, we have an indoor wet bulb temperature. We have liquid pressure subcooling. We have outdoor ambient temperature. Let's hook up our temperature probes to the 557 and see what kind of subcooling we're working with. And we are working with subcooling because we do have a TXV on the air handler. If we didn't have a TXV, we would not be measuring our refrigerant pressures and temperatures in subcooling. All right? Let's carefully watch what Steven, aka Godzilla, is doing. He's taking the temperature probes and affixing it to the suction and liquid line. And let's see if anyone realizes the mistake that he made. We'll get his facial response when he notices. Stay tuned. He's looking. Okay. He switched them.
Yeah.
It's not lefty loosey righty tighty, but it's low pressure, low temperature, high pressure, high temperature. Smart. All right. So now that our temperature clamps are on there, we're gonna go scroll through the modes, and you're gonna see we have a subcooling of 4.3 degrees, 4.2 degrees. And it'll probably drop a little bit, but we're undercharged. We need to be closer to 10, right? Ooh, I'm 4 degrees now, 3.9. And it's dropping because its temperature clamps are getting a better feel of it, and it's been running a little bit longer, and look what we got. All right. And that contactor looks fairly new. Capacitor to 75. Wow, look at that. Big bad boy. 75 dual capacitor. A little bit of rust there. It's Coleman. It's a Coleman. So we need to replace the evaporator coil. I already called MCN Distributors. They are the Rheem distributors for the area. It's in stock.
Okay.
And I just got to give the customer a price. Now,
That's the fun part.
that's the fun part.
Yeah.
But as you guys know, the cost of the parts is insignificant in the total cost of the job.
Yeah.
All right, let's say this evaporator coil is $1, right? And I'm gonna spend, realistically, 4 hours here. Realistically, to do the job the right way.
Yeah, the right way. That's
The right way, which
important
means
part.
we have to recover the existing charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to disconnect the line set at the old evaporator coil, right? Disconnect the drain as well. One needs to slide out. And now it's just an evaporator coil, and I also got to put the TXV on it, which they're probably going to tell me is, separate, and it's not part of that $1, right? It's another $1,
Yeah, another $1.
right? And I got to reassemble all that, and then I got to, pull a vacuum with nitrogen and, pull that down 3 times, make sure there's no other impurities in the lines, and then properly charge. And
How we avoided having to pay those dollars again.
exactly.
Pay
Don't
once,
pay
not
twice, pay once. All right. There she is. But, a lot of guys are not fans of ultraviolet dye, but I happen to like it because it's, listen, on a brand new system, I'm not going to do that. That's just obscene, right? You don't want to introduce, things that shouldn't be in the system to a brand new system. But if your system is, 10, 12 years old, why not? And just because this condenser is not 10 or 12 years old, doesn't mean the system is new, right? The air conditioning system is still from 2008, and it's still a 13-year-old system, right? If you can have a brand new engine in your 20-year-old car, your car is not brand new anymore. It's still 20 years old. All right, let's give the customer the news.